I am back with another Journey to Med School video. Yes, I'm outside. I'm right behind my car because it's just a beautiful day. Today is May 31st, Tuesday, May 31st, which is my birthday. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. Like I said, I want to record outside. It's like so beautiful. I still don't have like a tripod or anything to set my camera on. But to give you guys an update, I am back home. I graduated 2 weeks ago from UT. I'm back home in Memphis for the next year. And so what's been going on with me is I will be working as a medical scribe at one of the hospitals here in Memphis. I don't start until next Tuesday, so I've been on a few weeks hiatus. Been going on with me. As you can tell, it's a little different. I cut all my hair off. I straightened it for graduation to see how long it had grew over the past 4 years of college, and I cut it right off. There was no difference for me when I cut it off. It just like was really no big difference for me when I graduated, because once your senior year hits, well, for me, I knew it was a closing chapter. Even before heading to Costa Rica, I kind of felt like that chapter was closing. Said I'll be working with physicists as a medical scribe in the ER department, pediatrics. Really a blessing that came through, and it came in the right time. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully that can really hone in into what I want to do as a doctor. So also right now I'm currently taking an online class at Rowan University. It was completely free. It's like an introduction to osteopathic medicine, and like basically kind of like a step ahead of maybe like the first day of med school or orientation or whatever. I'm kind of shiny. It's completely free, so that's something I can add on to my resume besides being a medical scribe. So if any of you guys want to know also what will help you all get or have med school secure way is getting jobs, of course, related to the medical field, especially as like medical scribes. Continue to volunteer. I've been volunteering at RAM. Well, I did once this year. I plan on volunteering when they come to Memphis, because with starting a class in July, will help me with everything, but I won't be able to go across Tennessee and help with a remote area as much as I would like to, because I will be working, I'll be taking a class, and I'll just be getting ready for med school, starting really honing on my personal statement, because there are multiple essays I've already written that it could be my personal statement. What do I really want to put into my personal statement? Who do I want to be my recommenders? And I've also have really just, since I've recently really decided to get an MPH also, I had to look over the schools I want to apply to, be more open-minded, and see who even has these dual degrees, because a lot of places don't. Or to have a journal or a notebook full of all your notes and what to do and all this other stuff for med school, for life period, because I've been having this since January of my junior year. So January 2015, I've had like this notebook. If you guys want to see this notebook right here, I hope you guys saw that because I have the screen towards me, and it's just a notebook of to-do lists and lists and all this, and looking at it, and motivational. I even have a list of what to talk about for this video, and I'm trying to run through it because I only have 4 minutes left, and I've wiped off a lot of stuff off this camera, but I still only have 4 minutes left, or less than 4 minutes now, so I might have to switch to my phone. But So yes, so I have about 7 to 10 schools, really about 7 or 8 schools I have that I'm really interested in. I was supposed to visit, okay, sorry, Oklahoma, their osteopathic school, but a lot happened. As soon as I graduated, I was on the road back to Memphis. I was doing this, I was doing that, I was getting ready for this job, I was doing training, I was doing a lot, so I didn't have enough time to really sit down and go look at another medical school like I did LMU. So a couple people asked what am I doing to restudy for the MCAT. It's pretty much the same stuff I was doing now, but doing then, but I'm just giving myself a lot more time. I'm not as stressed out. When you're studying for major tests and all this stuff is going on, like, you have to have a clear mind, and that's what I did not have during the last test. I did not have that confidence. I didn't really believe in myself. So access to it this whole time, the Kaplan free courses they do online. So they're about an hour to 2 hours, and helping hone their skills, standardized tests. This is for those who cannot afford. I cannot afford to have a private tutor or go to those classes, so anything free I would take. I've also there's plenty of apps out there, so let me show you. Hopefully you guys can see my phone. Okay, yes. Okay, so of course the regular stuff you have apps on your phone, but also been like just download little apps like MCAT Biochem, MCAT just questions, amino acids, because you really need to know your amino acids, Khan Academy, and things like little apps like that. I change them when I'm finished with them. Even what I like about the one that's MCAT Biochemistry is by, what is her name, Gold Standard. It's not, well, I wish you would focus. What I like about that is that it's not just note cards, it's still questions at the same time. So it's like a note card format, but it's still asking you questions that you're going to have to really think about it on the MCAT. And even during the last month and a half of school, one of my co-workers, he took his May 20th, and you know, when I was seeing him do MCAT stuff, I try to help him out with questions, and it just gave me a confidence boost. Like, you know what you're doing, you just need to focus. And sometimes with testing, it's not do we know the information, do we have the confidence within ourselves to tap into our brains and answer the freaking question. I just really wish my camera focused now, but whatever. And that's what it really comes down to. Try to do as many practice questions and many practice exams as possible, even if it's just 3 hours or just doing that section. It really helps, and really think about what you're doing. There's so much free material out there, it's ridiculous. So that's what I've been doing. I've really been using my apps when I'm somewhere where I don't want to be bothered with. I go to those practice apps and try some practice problems. The only app I cannot use without Wi-Fi or data is the Khan Academy, because of the videos that are in it. It's full of videos and it's awesome. Of course I use YouTube, of course, even Pinterest. Pinterest has, if you look up MCAT questions or something like that, I don't know how I got to it, but it's a little, I think every day a couple questions are posted by, I think I follow like Gold Standard and people like that on Pinterest, and they will post questions. It's as simple as that. Get as much practice time as possible. Sadly, in the past month I have not been able to get a lot of MCAT practice with graduating and changing locations and getting jobs. That will slow you down dramatically. So hopefully tomorrow I can get back on the ball, and for me just really push myself to really focus. That's another thing. It's a long test, you have to focus. And so hopefully that helps you all about MCAT studying. Of course, the regular scheduling. I'm a busybody and a random person. I do not like routine, you guys. So my video did end up. I'm sorry. I bet you can catch all of that. I really hope y'all can hear me this whole video. But yeah, when you MCAT studying, do whatever it takes. If you got to put a big poster board full of amino acids and to know them, because you're going to have to know them in med school off the top of your head also. It's just the little, for me, it's the little things. I'm really getting to those little facts. With physics, most definitely have to know your fluids and your gases, how they relate, because that's going to relate to your body and your capillaries and your blood vessels and all that other stuff. Know the force and motion, know all of that. What else? Chemistry, of course, the basic thermodynamics. That's really important on the MCAT. Organics, knowing the basic structures of carbohydrates and biochem. Of course, glycolysis, you gotta know. Definitely know glycolysis, especially the Krebs cycle. Know that inside and out. And I'm surprised when I was doing some practice questions that I even remembered some of that stuff from my biochem class, which goes back to you can remember stuff and not do as well on tests as you have wanted to, but if you actually study for that course, you will still remember. Will still remember the information, and that's awesome. Chemistry, just know your basic chemistry. Biology, just know your basic biology. A lot of times those passages we have information. No, they just want to see how can you take the information and figure out what they're trying to ask you, because that's all it is. So I really hope that helps you guys when you're studying. Just think simple. What are they trying to ask me? Why they put all this stuff into it? And that's when the Kaplan courses really come into play. And yeah, so what I need to do next is I've already applied or signed up for my fall classes. I'll be taking 3 upper level science classes. Anything about what I want to do for my personal statement, I most definitely want to involve my study abroad experience. It's another thing. They love to see you do you. Like, that's what's gonna make you stand out in med schools. They don't want the same old. They want to like, hey, did you find you? Because once you get to med school, that's all it is about, med school. So yeah. So personal statement, get my life together, hone down, about to start a new job, and try to visit some more med schools if I have the chance, with this busy schedule I'm about to have. But I'm really excited about the next step. If you guys have any questions, anybody want more details about my 4 years at my university, you can ask me that. But yeah, I finished really well, better than I thought I would, because I took nothing but Spanish courses this past semester. Nothing Spanish all day, every day. I took no science courses. I took 1 English speaking course, and that involved a lot of reading too. So then full-time job. So if you guys want any suggestions on that, or wants to know more, then please ask. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want it to be more personal, more like a diary, not so formal like the last video, because it was just like an intro video. So I'll probably try to update you guys every 2 weeks to a month. I'm not gonna promise anything, but it's the end of May, tomorrow, just to start a whole new path, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, that's all. I hope you guys enjoy. Deuces.